Dullahan, a headless, sinister figure riding on a black demonic horse that has roamed the streets of Irish villages and towns for centuries. An unstoppable dark force that is capable of speaking only one phrase, which is the name of his victim that he's going to take back to hell for an eternity. But what is Dullahan's story behind it, and why is it haunting people? Don't worry, I'm here to reveal all the mysteries and stories for you to understand. I'm the Canvas Virtuoso. My job right now is to paint and color the image for you. Therefore, we can clarify all the vague pieces of information, put them into a big canvas. As a result, you can see a clear picture of all the painted matching pieces that you have missed. Today's job is to find out the horseman's origin, story, and what he's capable of. Starting from why and how did Dullahan lost his head, to the reasons why this character mindlessly roams and terrorizes the people of Ireland. The horseman's origin. The word Dullahan is derived from the Irish language, with dull meaning dark or without and ahan meaning head, or also known as gan cian, meaning without a head. It is said to be the mythological Headless Horseman and the embodiment of the Celtic god Crom Dubh. Who was Crom Dubh, you ask? In Irish mythology, he was a deity associated with pre-Christian beliefs. The name Crom Dubh translates to black crooked one or dark bent one. The worship of Crom Dubh was prevalent in ancient Ireland, and while the exact nature and characteristics of this deity are not entirely clear, various aspects of the figure have been integrated into Irish folklore and mythology. A long time ago, when King Tigernmas was the king of Ireland in that era, human sacrifices to the gods were believed to be a popular ritual, worshipping the god Crom Dubh. In some traditions, Crom Dubh is depicted as a god of fertility, harvest, and the land. Worshippers would offer sacrifices to ensure bountiful crops and prosperity. In other accounts, Crom Dubh is portrayed as a dark and malevolent figure associated with death and the underworld. The god demanded human lives every year to be sacrificed in his name, and the method of sacrifice that he preferred was decapitation. Around the 6th century, when Christianity came to Ireland, these sacrificial rituals were condemned, and as Christianity grew in popularity, they stopped altogether. This was when the story of the Dullahan first became prevalent, as the Irish people believed that Crom Dubh took this physical form to continue getting the sacrificial souls that he called for. In other stories, it is said that Dullahan was a fearsome soldier, and in his previous life, he had his head taken from him in a sword battle. Therefore, his roaming has been depicted as him searching for his lost head for all of eternity. However, some stories suggest that he already has his head, and that he rides with a darker purpose, believed to be so bitter about his death that he searches for other souls to take with him to the afterlife. Dullahan's appearance. The most noticeable thing about Dullahan is his missing head. Instead, Dullahan carries its severed head, or in some versions, a pumpkin head, holding it under one arm or raised high while riding. Except for his missing head, he is commonly portrayed as riding on a powerful and eerie black horse. It is said to move swiftly and is associated with the supernatural. In many other stories, he rides a black carriage that is pulled by many more black horses, to be precise, 6. These horses ride so quickly and ferociously that fire emanates from both their nostrils and their hooves as they strike the ground. The carriage that some believe he rides is made of coffins, tombstones, and bones, indicating his evil intent to take innocent lives. Dullahan is usually described as wearing dark or black clothing. Often a long black cloak flows behind him as he rides through the night, and he is known to hold his severed head high into the sky in search of the souls that he wishes to take. His severed head has a terrible appearance, covered in rotting flesh that gives off the strong odor of rotting cheese and the complexion of stale dough. The mouth is split into a terrifying grin as he finds joy in taking the lives of others. Dullahan's eyes are lit up with an evil fire and are darting back and forth, constantly looking for victims. This adds to their ominous and mysterious appearance. While the headless aspect is central to their appearance, some stories suggest that the Dullahan's face is covered or hidden. In other versions, the face is described as skeletal. The Headless Horseman might hold many items during his travels, depending on which version you have heard. In certain accounts, the Dullahan is said to carry a lantern or candles. The light from these sources is often associated with death or the guiding of souls to the afterlife. In other legends, the Dullahan is said to carry a whip made from a human spine. This spine is used as a tool to lash out at anyone who crosses their path. The Dullahan is frequently linked to the darkness of night. Many legends suggest that it is more likely to be encountered after sunset, emphasizing its association with the supernatural and the fear of the unknown that comes with the cover of darkness. He is often said to appear on specific occasions or dates, such as feast days or festivals. In some accounts, it is associated with particular times of the year or events related to the harvest. As he makes his way through towns and villages after dark, the people hide behind their curtains. It is said to possess supernatural vision, allowing him to see great distances or perceive things beyond the capabilities of ordinary humans. But if he notices that anyone were to look at him, they would be immediately blinded. This he causes by whipping their eyes out with his spine whip or by throwing a basin of blood into their eyes. He can speak only once on a journey, and that is to say the name of the victim whose life he wishes to take. We are not particularly certain how he knows someone's name or if the victims are picked randomly. But one thing we know for sure is when Dullahan speaks your name, you are marked for death. Nothing can stop his command. There is a way to prevent this from happening. The only thing that can frighten him is precious metal, which when thrown on the ground before him can cause him and his horses to suddenly stop in their path and turn to flee. The next time, bring for example a gold coin in your pocket or wear a piece of gold jewelry. This will only work if you're not the one he was after, though. We can truly say that this ominous figure serves his role as a harbinger of death or the Grim Reaper in Irish folklore, guiding dead souls to the afterlife and playing an important role in the life cycle. A headless rider, roaming all across Ireland and saving just one word, with a swift black horse or on a carriage, whipping anything on his way with his spine whip, searching for someone to take with him. Once he has chosen his victim and says the name, there is no coming back from the Dullahan. This is the finished canvas of the Dullahan, the Headless Horseman. I'm the Canvas Virtuoso, your mysterious painter who is going to unveil all the mysteries of the world. For me to paint more stories, mysteries, and many more, I will need your support. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment. These actions will help me to improve and mean very much to me.